Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I miss you guys. I have math lesson for Thursday, April 16th, and it is so easy. You're gonna be so happy. It's really short, and I think most of you know about circles, triangles, rectangles, and squares. The only thing I wanna review from yesterday is we talked about sides, angles, and vertex. Remember, a side is the straight line, okay? This paper would have 4 sides. It's the straight line. The vertex is where 2 of the sides meet together to form a point. And then the angle is just that little mark it makes to show how far apart the 2 sides are. So that's a mark from the inside. So that's yesterday's review. I got a lot of your papers back and they looked amazing. So thank you. You guys are doing a great job. And I know geometry is always kind of fun, something a little bit different for us. So today's lesson for Thursday, April 16th is super duper easy. It's super quick. So this is what the first page, this is page 685. It looks like this. So if you don't have it in front of you, you might want to go get it. As I'm working through it, remember you can stop the video and fill everything in so you don't have to have mom and dad read for you. So it says prepare and recognizing and drawing shapes. So think about what you know about shapes. You're going to fill in each box, use words, numbers, and pictures, and show as many ideas as you can. So here's a circle. You have to describe in your words what a circle is. Remember, using words in math is one of the hardest things to do. So think about a circle. Here are some clues. Does it have any straight lines? Does it have a vertex? Does it have angles? One thing I also want you to remember too is that all 4 of these shapes we're talking about today are 2-dimensional shapes. They're flat shapes. We haven't talked about 3-dimensional shapes. And remember, a circle is a 2-dimensional shape. A sphere would be a 3-dimensional shape. So try to keep those straight as we go. So you have to tell me in your words, you have to describe what a circle is. Notice the box isn't very big, so you don't have to say a lot. And then you have to draw a picture of a circle. Then you have to tell me in your words what a triangle is. Here's a hint. Think about how many sides it has, how many vertex or vertices it has, and how many angles. And then you have to draw an example, a rectangle and a square. Now, I hope you know the difference between a rectangle and a square. Remember, a square has 4 sides. A rectangle has 4 sides. But a square, all the sides are exactly the same length. That's what makes it a square. A rectangle has 2 sides that are longer, like my paper, and 2 sides that are shorter. So when you're describing a rectangle and a square, I mean, you could say they have 4 sides, 4 angles, and 4 vertices, but you have to distinguish, tell me, how do I know the difference? And that's where you would talk about the length of the sides of each of those. Okay, that's all for number 1. Number 2, is this shape below a rectangle? So yet they don't give you any lines to write on, so sorry about that. But you need to write, yes, it's a rectangle, or no, it isn't a rectangle. And then there's that nice word that we all love, explain. Explain to me why it is a rectangle if you put yes, or why it isn't a rectangle if you put no. If you can't think of anything, rewind this video, go back a little bit, because I told you the answer already. That's page 1. So if you want to stop the video and go ahead and fill that out, you can. And when you're ready, you can go on to this one. This is page 686. It's similar to what you did yesterday, and a few of you turned your papers in, and wow, I was shocked at how well you colored those and counted them, and everything looks so neat, so thank you for that. So it says Percy, that's the name. Percy makes this collage. Remember, a collage is a group of pictures or drawings put together. Use the key to color each shape. So you're going to color the circles red, the triangles blue, the squares yellow, and the rectangles orange. So you're going to color those first. And then it says down here, how many of each shape does he use? just like we did yesterday, you're gonna write circles equals, and then you're gonna count and put how many circles. Triangles equal, square equal, rectangle equal. Now you should be spelling those right because look, they're right here. Make sure you have those correct. Now, this one, if you don't listen to what I'm gonna say, it's going to be confusing, okay? I'm gonna make this super simple because when I first looked at it, I went, well, what do they want them to do? So I looked through the book and I figured it out. So I'm gonna make this super simple for you so your parents aren't going, what do they want from us? So here it says solution. Remember, solution is the answer to the problem. Well, when I first looked, I said, well, what problem did they want me to solve? All they want here for solution is the number of circles plus the number of triangles plus the number of squares plus the number of rectangles. So I'm just gonna pretend I'm gonna make up numbers. I would say 1 circle, and I would actually write the word circle, plus 2 triangles, plus 3 squares, plus 4 rectangles. That's the solution, okay? Now, this is kind of tricky too, and I feel like this is something they might give you on the 3rd grade test just to trick you, and I don't know why, but we talk about this all the time. It says, check your answer and show your work. Well, in my mind, our work is right here, and we already showed it, but you have to do more than that. So what you're going to do down here, this is all you have to say. I colored 2 circles red. That's it. I colored blank triangles blue. I colored blank squares yellow. See what I'm talking about? It's a lot of writing, but if you're looking at a question like this on the 3rd grade test, it's a super easy one, and it's a 4-point question because there's so much that you had to do. You had to color, you had to solve, and you had to explain. So even though the explanation is easy, they still will give you credit for that. So that's what you need to do for this one. If you have questions, let me know. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, I miss you.